Welcome to Build Your Maverick Business, the podcast for underdog, outlier, and renegade entrepreneurs. Brought to you by Strange Creative Studio. If you dream of going off on your own and launching your rebel empire, but don't know where to start, you're in the right place. We'll teach you how to use mindset, branding, and practical advice to build a killer business and transform your world. And now, here's your host, founder of Strange, Alex Pitt.
Hello everyone, how are we doing? Apologies in advance if there is some drilling in the background of this podcast. I've been waiting all day for my neighbours to shut up, but I don't think it's going to happen, so I'm just going for it. Yeah, coming to you today from my happy place. The flat is clean, and we know how that bloody delights me. And I'm just about to make a cup of tea, and then I'm going out for some drinks later, for some Christmas drinks, which I'm really looking forward to. A bunch of lovely people. So today's a good day. Today's a very nice day. And I have to say, I think there's this mad difference, right, between people who own product-based e-com businesses and people who own service-based businesses. Now, we are obviously a service-based business, and what happens around this time of year is things really start to quieten down. Things get very, very quiet because, let's be honest, if you're thinking of launching a business, you're not likely to do it in December unless you've planned it all year and you're launching to sell stuff as Christmas presents, right? Now, most people just say, new year, new me. I'll get onto that in January. I'm just going to enjoy my Christmas. And that's what we're finding with a lot of people. Like, everything is quieting down and they're saying, we'll pick it up in the new year. So as a result, there's not much going on at Strange HQ. And we have got extreme end of term vibes. It's really nice. It's just like, you know, when you get to that point at school where you come in and just like make Christmas cards and talk to your mates and don't really do any work. That's kind of where I'm at now. And it's really nice. So yeah, I'm having a wonderful time. But shout out to my e-com business owners who are probably having the complete polar opposite experience at the moment because it's all kicking off with Black Friday and Christmas gifts and whatnot. My heart goes out to you lot. It really does. And hopefully you're not pissed at me for rubbing it in a little bit there. Anyway. So I have needed to find ways to fill the extra time that I've now found myself with for the next few weeks. And I'm doing all the things you'd expect. Been down the pub a few times. I am going to take my niece to soft play on Friday, which is due to be wholesome as fuck. So yeah, gonna have a lovely time. Now, before I get onto the subject of today's podcast, I just need to put a little bit of housekeeping your way. And that is this. This is going to be the last episode of Build Your Maverick Business this year. Notice how I made sure not to leave a gap before I said this year, because I don't want you to think that I'm going to stop doing this. No, you're not getting rid of me that easily. No, I have decided that to give myself a little break and really switch off, I am going to put a pause on this podcast until January. So the next episode that's coming your way will be on the 5th of January, 2023. 5th of January, okay? Mark it in your diaries. It'll be after Christmas. I'll come back to you and we will have a lovely time together in the new year. Might even do something a little bit special for that, but you know it requires planning, so who knows? It is me after all. Anyway, coming back to filling my time, the other day I thought to myself, well, things are quietening down now. I may as well have a little bit of reflection time, have a look back on the year. And it's kind of inspired in a way by this whole Spotify rap thing, which I know everyone is obsessed with at the moment. I certainly am, because the Spotify algorithm has no fucking idea what to do with me still. In my top 5 artists were like Wargasm, a song called Gasoline, which is just like burn it fucking down, screamy death metal. And then number 4 was like Slade, because I Love You by Slade. What is my taste in music? Anyway, that batshit stuff aside, there was also a podcasting one that you get, right? If you make a podcast through the software that I use, they do a Spotify wrap for you as well. And I got to see all of these wonderful facts about how many people are listening from how many different countries and how much they're sharing it, which is quite a lot apparently. We're in the top 10% most shared podcasts in the world out of all of the podcasts, which is just mad. So I was really enjoying this kind of reflection and looking back on all the stats. And I thought, I'm going to do a strange one. Right, I'm going to have a little look back on my year and work out how happy I am with how things have gone, what I want to do more of, what I want to do less of. So I did that, and I'm going to talk you a little bit through it, but also I want you to think about these prompts for yourself, because this is so important to do. It's so easy to get stuck in the day-to-day of just doing stuff, being that hamster in a wheel all of the time, really desperately trying to get to the next stage, to the next level, and to achieve all your goals without taking a minute to look back and think, fuck, I did all of the things. So this is what we're going to do together today, my loves. We are going to think back on everything that we've done, and we're going to give ourselves a big fucking pat on the back, because this is hard. And if you've made it through another year, I'm proud of you. All right? I'm not going to get all soppy on you, but I'm proud of you. Anyway, so the first thing that I wanted to think about was exactly that. I wanted to think, what have we done well? What did we smash out the fucking park this year? Okay. Now, in looking back on this, the things that I was really proud of were how many things, how much we got done. Like, this podcast has launched this year. It has been consistently released week on week for, I think now we're at 33, 34 weeks, which is mad, right? Like, I can't believe that that's kept going for so long. But also, we built and launched an online course. We had so many wonderful clients that we worked with. We've met so many new people. I've taken on so many more people into the Strange team so I can delegate more. There's so much stuff that I just look back on and I think, that's crazy how much we've managed to get through. So get yourself your notes in Google or whatever you use. Other note-taking products are available. Oh, they're not fucking listening to me. It's fine. Get yourself a notebook, get yourself up a Google Doc, whatever you want to do, and just really hash out every single thing you've done this year that you are proud of. Even if it's like, I made it through that month that was catastrophic. Even if it was, I didn't throw my laptop out of the window that time that the software crashed again. You know? I didn't drive my kids out to the woods when they interrupted my Zoom meeting. Please, God, don't do that. But you know what I mean? Just really celebrate every single little win. Now, the next question to ask yourself is, what needs work? Now, notice I'm not phrasing that as what did you do badly? No, we're not being mean to ourselves here, guys. We're never mean to ourselves. Just want to know what needs work. Now, for us, for Strange, I realise that with all of this delegating, with all of the building systems that we've done this year, we are now at a point where we can take on more clients. Now, historically, as we're only 2 years old, I've been very lucky that pretty much 100% of our work has come through referrals, right? From people recommending me to other people, if they've either worked with us or if they just know me, because I do some online teaching, I go on a lot of webinars, all this kind of thing, and through this podcast too. So our sales system is kind of non-existent. And that's something that I really want to work on, right? So I am putting that on my to-do list for next year, 2023. We're going to work out a really solid, watertight way, find the kind of people that we want to work with. So we know what we've done well, we know what needs work. Now, this next bit I think is really, really important, because you've got to remember to enjoy yourself. I talk about this all the time, but you have to be enjoying the journey, not just chasing down destination of a certain amount of clients, a certain amount of products sold, being stocked in a certain shop. You know, you really need to enjoy everything that happens on the way. So the next question I want you to ask yourself is, what do you want more of? Right? What do you want more of? And this needs to be a little bit self-indulgent, okay? Don't say to yourself what you think you should be saying. Be bloody honest, okay? Now, do you know what I want more of? This kind of thing. And by this, I mean doing this podcast. I mean doing more online teaching. Anything that involves me getting in front of people and talking out of my arse about branding is my happy place. What I don't enjoy is being too in the day-to-day admin things of the business. Now that's doable, right? I can have more of this sort of thing. I can put myself out there more. I can do all sorts. And I just need to allow myself for that to happen. Right? There's no need to punish myself in this business. I work fucking hard. I should be allowed to do the things that I really enjoy. Because when you're doing something you really enjoy, you bring the best energy to it and it gets a lot better. Things build, you get more success. It just makes good sense, right? So what do you want more of? If you, gun to your head, could have anything that you wanted in your business now, what would you want more of? And this is actually a question that we ask on the brand masterclass that I do with the Portfolio Collective. We ask, when you're thinking about your business, when has there been a day in your career where you've done something that you would have done for free? Right? What project have you worked on that you just think, oh my God, that was so much fun and I would do it without being paid? Get that down. You want more of that. Now, what do you want less of? Next question, what do you want less of? I've written bum in seat work. I wrote these notes really fast and I forgot I put that. Bum in seat work. I don't want to be doing all of the stuff that I just mentioned, all of that admin, all of the doing. I want to be thinking, delegating, managing, inspiring, teaching. Don't want to be doing the bum in seat work. So now, do you remember when we were talking about working smart, not hard? Fair few episodes ago now. And I got you to write that list of tasks that if you could just never do them again, you would just hire someone to make sure that you never had to do that thing again. Get that down, right? And then work out how you're going to either delegate, outsource it, or cut it the fuck out if you don't need to do it. Okay? That's your next one. Now, final question for you. My final question of 2022. Madness. That is, what's the one thing you want to say is your big achievement for next year? Okay, in 2023, what is the one thing you want to be able to say, if you didn't do anything else, is your biggest achievement? Now, talking about being self-indulgent, I'm a dreamer and I'm in a good mood. So do you know what I wrote down? Triple the revenue of Strange. Triple it. That seems like a big ask, right? Triple how much money my business makes. But realistically, there are businesses who are doing so much more than even that. You know, that's actually not a huge goal in the grand scheme of things. So rather than laying low, like I have been in some way the last couple of years, I'm going to be bold. And I'm going to say, by this time next year, we will have tripled the revenue at Strange. Now, yours doesn't have to be anything to do with money. You know, it's just whatever you think is a little bit at the moment unattainable. Right? What is the big goal that you think, oh God, that would be amazing, but you're not really sure if you're there yet? Just go for that, my darlings. Go for that. I bet you will surprise yourself. Right, that is it for me for this week and for this year, my loves. It has been an absolute pleasure being with you the last several months. I will be back with you at the start of next year for more Build Your Maverick Business. Have a wonderful Christmas, a wonderful New Year, and I'll catch you next time.
Got an idea for a Maverick business of your own? Learn how to build a powerful brand that will get people obsessed with our online program, not just a pretty logo. You'll learn a simple step-by-step framework that will kickstart your killer brand and help you find your raving fan base. Find out more today at strangecreativestudio.com.